Hello Earthlings, it's Wednesday, April, I don't really care, but I'm guessing it's the 6th, 2011, and I'm currently surrounding myself with childhood icons of, well, at least my childhood, because today I had my childhood destroyed, and I'll explain how in a moment. Hello, Earthlings! I do machines! Yes, Donatello does machines and other things, I'm sure, I hope. I mean, if he does anything, hopefully it's not just machines, because he has a right to breed. After all, he is quite intelligent, possibly the most intelligent of the Ninja Turtles, but that's not why we're here today. So I know you guys are probably sick of hearing about the NextUp contest, but our story kind of begins with it, so I'm going to start there. You see, our story begins with my increased anxiety about the NextUp project, partially in realizing that my odds are actually not all that bad, especially if I get into the top 50 voted. By the way, link down there in the doobly-doo, the video description, whatever you want to call it, to please go vote for me every day until 5 p.m. on Friday, April 8th. But anyway, that's not actually the point. The point is that I've been realizing that, my odds are pretty good. In fact, if I get into the next round, I have a 1 in 2 chance of winning. So that's really, really good and makes me really, really anxious, and I'm like, I'm allowing myself to hope, but I think that, if I allow myself to hope, I'll get disappointed, but if I don't allow myself to hope, then maybe the bad vibes and So anyway, to kind of calm myself down, I've been just randomly surfing through crack.com articles, because I often find them funny, and when I disagree with them, then I can focus my anxiety on being all like, no, you are wrong, blah, in my head, because I don't actually bother writing out you are wrong on the internet, because getting into an argument on the internet is nobody wins, and everybody loses. You're probably getting an echo off my window right now, because my window is right behind the camera. Echo, echo, echo. If you're not, then I fail. Or I win, I'm not sure which. Anyway, so I'm reading this article about, the 17 images that will destroy your childhood. There's also a link to that in the doobly-doo below the voting. Now, most of these images are just, things behind the scenes, like, oh my goodness, there are mattresses below Luke in Empire Strikes Back when he's falling. Big frackin' deal. But there was one image that did actually successfully manage to destroy my childhood. And that is the image of what Nickelodeon Studios looks like now. Now, for one thing, I was completely unaware that Nickelodeon Studios in Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, closed in 2005. Can you believe that? You probably knew about it already, because you're probably much, much smarter than I am, but I did not know about it. I was completely oblivious. Look at me doing this. I don't know why, because probably I have too much energy and too little not energy. Being as I was completely unaware of this, it was all the more jarring to see that it had been transformed into this featureless kind of building where apparently the Blue Man Group performs now, and I do enjoy the Blue Man Group, but it's not Nickelodeon Studios. Now, I had the wonderful opportunity to go to Nickelodeon Studios in 1997. It was the summer of 1997, just before my 7th grade year, and I was really, enjoying that I'd gotten to go a trip around the country, and I was in Florida, and I was going to Disney World, and I was going to Universal Studios, and I was going to frickin' Nickelodeon Studios, because I am a Nickelodeon fanboy, at least the old school stuff. Some of the new stuff's good, but, it's never really been the same since all that went downhill and hired Britney Spears' little sister. Seriously, Nickelodeon, what were you thinking? So honestly, one of the highlights of that trip, and one of the, most vivid memories for me, was going on the tour around Nickelodeon Studios and getting to go by one of the stages where Kenan and Kel was being filmed. You hear that? Kenan and frickin' Kel. That was an awesome show. I don't care what you say, I loved it. But apparently, upon further research, I discovered that, the Nickelodeon Studios had declined over the years, and they stopped filming things there. They were mostly, renting it out to PAX, not the cool PAX, the TV channel PAX, the lame PAX, not the cool Penny Arcade Expo, the lame PAX. I just want to be clear on that. The lame PAX. And apparently their general tour was just gone mostly in crap, and before they finally closed their doors, and it went away. Nickelodeon Studios was like the picture of zaniness when I was a kid, growing up, a preteen, whatever you want to call it. That was it. That was the place to be. That was awesome. That was freaking Mecca. So fare thee well, Nickelodeon Studios. Fare thee well. Rest in peace. And to the rest of you, I'd tell you fare thee well, but Nickelodeon Studios is gone, so fare thee as well as you can. Until next time, I have been Adam the Alien. My childhood is gone. Something is very, very wrong. Can't quite put my... No hat! No!